Today I'd like to show you how to make chana masala with homemade rice. So we'll start first with the rice. We have easy cooked rice, water, salt, lemon juice and sunflower oil. So the first thing we need to do is remove the lid, add our rice, add our water, add the salt, add the lemon juice and add the oil. We want to give that a quick stir, and with the lid we just need to set that to lock, manual mode, and 5 minutes with a 4-minute natural pressure release. Meanwhile, whilst we're waiting for the rice to cook, we're going to do chana masala. So firstly, we want to set this to brown saute. And the first thing we want to add is our coconut oil. Now the temperature's come up to halfway, we can begin to add our spices. So the first thing we want to do is add our mustard seeds. And give them a stir. After about a minute or so, we want to add the onions. Now approximately 30 seconds after that, we have the garlic. So this is frozen and defrosted garlic, 2 cubes. And then immediately the ginger. We now want to give this approximately 30 seconds to fry. We can then add the remaining spices. So starting with the coriander, we can then add our garam masala, our salt and pepper, our cumin, and the turmeric. We now want to give this a good stir, and allowing for approximately 30 seconds. We want to add our stock, making sure it's suitably mixed. And there's nothing remaining at the bottom of the jug. So next we want to add our bay leaves. And then our chickpeas. We now want to give that a good stir. And leave this for approximately 2 minutes to infuse. So the crock pot with the rice in, the pressure cooker with the rice in, has come up to pressure. It's now begun its 5-minute countdown. We can now add our tomatoes into our chickpeas. And alongside, we want to add our frozen spinach. After approximately 3 to 4 minutes on sear, we can cancel. Using the lid, we just want to set that to closed and lock. And we want manual mode, 15 minutes. So the rice has completed its cook time, and we now want to leave that to naturally depressurize. Meanwhile, this will set to keep warm, which means that it will be ready for the same time that the chana masala is ready. So the chana masala has just come up to pressure, and that's begun its 15-minute countdown. Meanwhile, we can open the rice. Now you can use a funnel to depressurize, and that means that the steam will be redirected. We can now press start or stop, which will cancel the cooking process. And that switches off keep warm. Now, using heat-proof gloves, I can show you the rice is cooked to perfection and there's no residual water left in the bowl. So we just want to give that a stir. And placing the lid back on, we can now switch that to keep warm. So our chana masala has now finished its timer. We can now depressurize. We can now switch off, and if you wish to, simply place a towel over the steam valve. Now that the chana masala is depressurized, we can open the lid. So for the next part, we just want to add the frozen coriander. In this part, you can add fresh or frozen, it's entirely up to you. And give that a stir. We now want to add lemon juice. So using a lemon juicer, you can simply squeeze the juice of half a lemon. And once again, give it a good stir. So for the next part, we just want to remove the bay leaves. We can now switch off the rice and remove the lid as we're ready to serve. So now it's time for the taste test. Although this is still incredibly hot, I'm sure it's going to be incredibly tasty. Wow. That's so unbelievably flavourful. Each individual spice, each individual element has such a subtle hint, but together they make an absolute symphony. It's incredible how so many spices can go together and make such a great combination. For the fact that's so quick to put together, so tasty, so simple. Once you've accumulated all of the ingredients, it's just a question of add them in a matter of minutes, press the buttons on the pressure cookers and just wait 15 or so minutes, maybe 20 minutes. And you can have freshly made rice and freshly made curry. That packs such a flavour. Not to mention this is so healthy, this curry. The rice is perfectly done, it's absolutely lovely. Nice and soft with a hint of bite to it. And I've just added a bit of lemon juice and some tomatoes for an extra zest. The texture of the chickpeas is spot on. So here's a recipe which is perfect for vegans, perfect for vegetarians, great for a night where you're going to have a vegetarian only option. Incredibly healthy, very, very quick and easy to make. What's not to love? You're going to love the flavouring on this recipe, and the chickpeas are absolutely fantastic. If you haven't tried chickpeas before, I highly recommend it. So I hope you're enjoying cooking the food as much as I am, and I hope you're enjoying eating the food as much as I am. If you wish to subscribe, you can get the latest videos as soon as they become available. Thanks again, see you in the next one.